Hello you guys, what's up? This is my first live in our new home and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be talking to you guys today. I put up a poll yesterday and basically asked you guys, what topic do you want me to do my live on today? And to be honest, all of them had a pretty even amount of votes. So I think I'm going to do all three of the topics, which was what I'm going to talk about today, my 3 biggest lessons this year. Then the other one, which was a really close second and eventually actually took over in the votes, was how I started my business. So I'm going to do that one next week. And then the third one was confidence and self-belief. So I'll do that as well. You'll get it all. Don't stress. But today, what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk to you guys about my 3 biggest lessons that I have learned this year. And I'm going to share these lessons through the lens of manifestation because there's been a lot. I've had a lot of lessons. I've had a lot of lessons in a lot of areas, in all the areas of my life, in different concepts, in different ways. But the best way that I want to break this down to you guys is the 3 biggest lessons that I have learned in regards to my manifestations. What has helped me manifest the way that I do, how I manifest the way that I do, and what were the 3 biggest lessons in regards to manifestation. So let's freaking get into it. When I think about manifestation and when I think about the way that I know how to work with that now versus how I worked with it before, it's drastically different. And even now, like, I'm going to be learning about manifestation for the rest of my life. It's like not one of those things where you just learn it once, you manifest once, and then you're like, great, I got it. It's something that you work at consistently. It's something that you put the energy and the time in, and you have trial and error, and you see what works for you, and you find your flow, and you consistently continue to learn and grow in that realm. So the first biggest lesson that I have learned this year is know what realm you're playing in. And what I mean by this is when you're wanting to manifest something, and let's just start off by saying, if you're a client of mine, if you follow me, if you're even listening to this, I can guarantee you're a big dreamer and high achiever. I am. I attract the same people. All my friends are. I surround myself with these people. Everyone in my world seems to be a really big dreamer and a really high achiever. So I'm assuming you are in the same boat. So I'm going to talk to you as if this relates to you. But if you feel like you don't identify as a big dreamer and high achiever, then maybe this isn't the conversation for you. However, I'm going to pretend that we all are and keep moving forward. So when we have really big, juicy goals, when we have massive dreams, and maybe to the average person, maybe to even people in your family, maybe to your partner, your friends, maybe some of them might think your big dream is wild. It's crazy. Maybe it's not possible. Maybe you should dream a little less. Like maybe you shouldn't dream that big, whatever. But you know, something in you knows that what you want is meant for you and you can't shake that. Like when you know something is meant for you, you literally cannot shake it. It is going to haunt you. It is going to continue to show up in your mind, whether you pretend it's there or not. You could pretend that really big goal isn't something that you want to manifest and then just be like, yeah, it's okay. I'm happy to play small. I'm happy to live the way that I live. I'm fine with mediocre. It's all good. I don't really care about it anymore. That's fine. You can tell yourself that all day long, but I'm going to tell you this right now. It is not going to leave you alone. You're still going to think about it. You're still going to feel into it. You're still going to desire it because what's meant for you is meant for you. Whether you choose to believe it or not, it is meant for you. And if you have a desire, especially a really big, epic fucking goal, then it is definitely meant for you. So the first thing is with this is know what realm you're playing in. Because when we're manifesting something really on a large scale, and I'm talking big amounts of money, really epic jobs, huge promotions, moving to the other side of the world, getting your dream car, your dream house, your dream love of your life, like big things, not just like, I think I want to manifest like a new handbag. Like, no, like really big, epic things that you're just like, holy shit, how the hell is this going to happen? And also like, whoa, when it does, I'm going to be losing my mind. If we're going to choose that route, we need to remind ourselves that we're playing in a realm where we are opening ourselves up to anything being possible. So let me give you this example through my personal career, which is running my business and also the professional dance industry. When I choose these realms, when I choose to go down these paths of wanting to manifest a really epic business that has huge amounts of impact, and also manifest working with the biggest artists in the world, like when I'm choosing these goals, when I'm saying yes to these desires and wanting to manifest them, I have to understand that I am playing in a realm where anything is possible. I am removing myself from the normal way of life, and I'm now putting myself into something that is unpredictable. But in it being unpredictable, it means anything is possible. When I'm choosing a path like that I'm literally creating, it means anything is possible. It means I'm opening the doors to limitless potential, an abundance of opportunity, and no cap on my growth. I can go as big as I want. I can go as long as I want. I can create as much as I want. I'm not choosing to do a safe route where I know where my paycheck's coming from, or where I know how everything's going to work out, or it's the route that I have like these perfect, beautiful steps. That's not the route I'm choosing when I'm choosing to start my own business, or when I chose to move to LA and pursue my career here. That wasn't the route I chose. I chose anything goes. Literally anything goes. That was the route I chose. And let me just say, there's nothing wrong with choosing a route where all the steps are laid out for you perfectly, where you know exactly what time you need to be somewhere, you know how much money you're making, you know how you're going to grow through that scale or that ladder at your position at your job, and that makes you so happy and you love it and it's amazing. Then fucking awesome. But I didn't choose that. And if you're a big dreamer and high achiever in my world, I can guarantee you didn't choose that either, or you have chosen that and are now ready to open up to limitless manifestations, to an abundance of opportunities. And when we do this, when we make that switch from normal life to anything goes, we need to learn how to hold the void. We need to learn how to hold the flip side of getting that manifestation, which is the lack of it, which is the absence of it. So when we have this big juicy goal and we say, I'm going to go after this, and we put all of our eggs in that basket and we're all in, because I'm an all in type of gal. That's the way I move. When there's something that I want, I literally throw all myself to it. I don't half-ass it. There's no plan B, C, or D. It's just plan A. That's it. So it better work. When I'm in that realm, when I'm in that path, I need to continue to remind myself that knowing how it's going to unfold isn't part of this. Having all the answers isn't part of this. Holding the uncomfort, holding the stretch, holding the absence of the dream is a part of that. That's what I'm choosing. But the payoff, because that is the flip side of going after your biggest goals and dreams. The flip side is you have to hold the lack of it while you also hold the desire for it. So this is where we need to know what realm we're playing in regards to your goals and manifestations. So if you are going after something so fucking epic, it's so big, it's so exciting, it like blows your mind. You're like, I cannot believe I'm actually going to do this for myself. It could be in any industry. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. I work with people in all different industries. They do all the things everywhere. If you're choosing to go down a path where anything is possible, where you could literally have any outcome you want, where you could literally be, do, and have whatever you desire, you have to understand that, yes, that is true. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that is true. And I guarantee if you are a big dreamer and high achiever, you'll succeed. There's no doubt in my mind. It's possible. You'll get it. It'll happen. But if you're going to choose that, you need to remind yourself you need to be okay with not knowing how it's going to happen. You need to be okay with maybe there being days, weeks, months where you feel like maybe there was no progress or nothing has happened yet. You need to be okay with that. You need to be able to hold that. And that's a different conversation. And this is also where a really big part of mentorship comes into play, truly. All my conversations with my mentor is usually around this, of being like, I don't think it's working. I think it's working. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to happen. I'm stuck on the how. I'm stuck in the void. I'm stuck in the gap. I'm stuck in the gap between where I am today, where I want to be. We need to learn and get very, very good at holding this gap. So that is my biggest lesson from this year is don't make that shit mean anything. Like don't make feeling the uncomfort of not having what you want yet. Don't make feeling the fear of maybe it's not working mean it's not working. Don't do that. It's holding the unknown, holding the fear, holding the fact that what you see in your current reality and what you're working towards are not connected. And it's your job to remind yourself that even though you may not be able to see your manifestation playing out right now, you need to still be able to hold it. So this is lesson 1. Know what realm you're playing in. And when you do feel that energy shift from excitement of, oh my God, I'm going after my biggest dreams. Oh my God, I'm going to crush this. Oh my God, I'm actually going to give myself the life that I want. When that excitement starts to wear off and you now are starting to feel, holy shit, how is it going to happen? I don't know if I can do that. What if it doesn't work? I've been at this for months. It's not working. When this starts to happen, you need to remember this conversation and my voice saying, yeah, of course, this is a part of it. This is what we choose. We choose the limitless potential, but along with choosing that, we also choose the flip side, which is holding the absence of the goal, holding the lack of the dream being here. We need to learn how to hold both and not make it mean anything. And that's fucking work right there. So that was lesson number 1, is getting really good at living in the in-between. Because what I know about myself is I will always be desiring more. Always. Even once I hit my next goal, I cannot wait for the next one. Like, that's just who I am, because I'm a high achiever. It is what it is. Once I get something, I'll be like, amazing, I did it. Tick. I'll feel the gratitude. I'll feel so thankful. I'll be in the moment. I'll celebrate the hell out of it. And while I do all of that, I'll also be dreaming. I'll also be excited for something else. I'll also be thinking about how I'm going to create on top of that. And then this whole cycle is going to continue again. Where I am, where I want to be, holding this in between, holding my energy, holding my mindset, holding my faith in what I know to be true because I can feel it versus what I see to be true because I can see it. And that's fucking work. That was number 1. Number 2 is you choose what reality you want. And this lesson has been very prominent mainly since over the weekend. It's like come up a lot. It's come up a few times throughout the year where I've like reflected on how I used to live my life and then how my life is now. And being in so many manifestations all at once makes me think about why that wasn't my reality a few years ago. And obviously hi Sarah, what's up? And obviously I know now so much more about mindset, so much more about energetics. I know how to navigate my emotions. I am extremely highly supported by mentorship. So I know there's so many things that I do differently in my life now versus a few years ago. But when I'm looking at all of these things in my life, when I'm like, holy shit, like it's manifestation after manifestation after manifestation, and they're all together and they're also consistent, and it keeps getting better. I can't help but wonder, like, why wasn't this happening sooner? And when I think about this, I come down to one lesson here. It's that I chose this. I chose to believe this is possible. I chose to believe I could move into a home in Los Angeles. So I moved in that direction with that belief at the forefront and choosing that belief again and again and again and again. The old me didn't choose to believe in that big of a thing. I didn't choose to believe in things that were big. Which is kind of funny for me to say, because my whole life I've been doing things in a very unique way. Like, since I graduated high school, I've only lived in LA, basically, and I've only pursued the professional dance industry, which is a wild ride. So there is so many big things in that, but my point here is that I didn't expect above and beyond. I didn't expect more. I didn't expect greatness on greatness on greatness. I actually would expect one good thing and then be like, oh my God, okay, thank you, I got that, thank you. That's my share, okay. I'll wait until I get something again. Whereas now, I just choose to believe epic things come my way all the fucking time. I just choose to believe that. I choose to believe epic things come into my life. Epic manifestations are my reality. I live in epic manifestations all the time. I choose to believe that, so therefore it is. So this choice is the difference between me in my life now and me in my life 2 years ago. And what's wild is 2 years ago is when I first started investing in myself, when I really started to change my life. And now 2 years later, I'm like, we just moved into our first home, can't even deal, cannot even fucking deal with, like, you should see me, you guys. I wake up and I like twirl around the living room, like me and AJ are like jumping around, being like, I can't believe it. Like, we literally can't believe it. It's such a dream come true. It's unreal. I'm staring at it now and I'm just like, I love it. But I'm living in my first home in Los Angeles. We have a Mercedes-Benz and a BMW parked in our garage. Like, I'm like, when did this happen? How is this my life? Like, when did I become this person that lives this lifestyle, that has all these things? And the only, like, when I draw it back, the simplest form is that I just chose to believe that I deserve that. I just chose to believe I want that. And then I moved in that direction. And yeah, I felt the fear. Yeah, I felt the doubt. But I don't let that mean it's not for me. I don't let that stop me. And I used to. I did. I used to let that stop me. But it doesn't stop me anymore. I just let it come along for the journey. And I'm like, all right, fear and doubt, you're going to be here. And I don't care. Like, fear and doubt hang out with me all the time. I'm not immune to that. I feel a lot of fear around my big goals all the time. I feel a lot of doubt around my big goals all the time. I would be a liar if I sat here being like, I'm never scared. I never doubt myself. I never wonder, what the fuck am I doing? I wonder that all the time. All the time. I just don't care anymore. Like, my care factor around that is zero. I'm like, that's fine. I've lived in that realm. I played it safe for ages, and fuck that. I don't care anymore. So fear, doubt, all the other BS crap that tries to hold us back, I just let come with me. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to do it anyway. You can come along if you want. So that is my biggest lesson number 2, is that the reality that you want is just a choice. You get to choose what you want. And once you choose it, you get to move in that direction and remind yourself of, I get to choose this again and again and again. And actually, it's not remind myself, it's choose it again and again and again, because you will bump up against those edges. You will bump up against the doubt and the fear and all the other BS. And in those moments is where it's very important to recommit to it and choose it again. Choose it when you're scared. Choose it when you have fear. Choose it when you're doubting yourself. Choose it when you're uncomfortable. Choose it when you're stressed. Choose it when you're like, what the fuck have I done? You choose it again. And that's all I did. I just kept choosing it. And here I am, sitting in my living room table in my home. Can't even deal. Okay, let me get to number 3. I made a post about this, but I'm going to just riff on it because I feel like it's important and also has been a big lesson. I swear, you guys, like when I first started investing in myself, I was like, all right, I took one course, and after that first 6-week course, I was like, that's it. I've healed my money mentality forever. Like, that is it. And then, 2 weeks later, after I finished that course, I was like, oh my God, I can't hold it. Like, holding that new energy, like, holy shit. And then I would invest again. I would put myself back into the rooms. I put myself in long-term masterminds. I got myself into environments where I was more supported to be able to hold the new mentality longer each time. So therefore, I started to become quicker. I started to become the version of me who can think like that, who can hold these thoughts, who can manifest at that frequency on a more regular basis. So the point that I was making here before I just spiraled into that tangent was, you're never going to feel ready. There's never a perfect time. It's always going to feel scary. And you just got to accept it. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I really wish I had like a better way to say it. But no matter what you're doing, whether it's leaving the relationship that you're in, whether it's asking someone on a date, whether it's moving into a house, whether it's getting the brand new car, whether it's investing in the mentor that you've been stalking forever, whether it's buying the course, whether it's whatever it is. There's something all of us are like, I know I need to do that, but I'm scared. I know I want to do that, but I don't feel ready. I know I really want to do that, but maybe it's not the right time right now. We all have this. We all have that one thing that we're like, I want to, but you know what? It's just not looking like it's the right time right now. Like it's just it may be next year, maybe at the end of the year, maybe in next month, maybe next week. If you keep saying that time is never going to come. Like if you continue to say maybe next, whatever, it's going to be maybe next forever. Like that's not going to come. So I'm here to tell you some hard truth is that you just decide. Literally, you just decide it's now. The time is now. It's kind of a piggyback off my lesson number 2. You will never feel ready. Like even moving into this house, like even signing the lease, like, and I was ready. And, you know, I do things very smart. I'm a smart businesswoman. I know my finances. I don't do anything crazy that I think I can't hang or where I think I'm going to let myself down. Like that's not the way I move. I'll always make moves based off confidence and trust that I got this shit and this is for my highest good. But I'm still scared. It's like there was moments that I was talking to AJ about moving to this house. I was like, what if we don't actually need to move right now. Why don't we just end the year in the apartment? And then he was like, why? And I was like, you're right. Why? Like, I do it too. It scares the hell out of me. And then you just move. You just got to be like, no, time is now. Time is now. I get to decide. I get to have the life that I want now. Now, it's here. I have to choose it. Like number 2, I have to choose it. And not being ready doesn't matter. It's okay because I would never be ready. Like, truthfully, I would never be ready to just sign a lease and move into a house at the price that it is right now. Like, I would never feel ready for that. It's just like, I'm ready to make it my new normal is more the term. I'm ready to make it my new normal. I'm ready for this to be my life. I'm ready for this to feel like me. I'm ready for the growth that is going to come along with this move. I'm ready for the new level of me that's going to be unlocked from this choice. I'm ready for that. But am I ready to up my rent by thousands and thousands of dollars and add thousands and thousands of dollars of expenses to my month? No, I'm not fucking ready for that. But I'm ready for what it's going to bring me. And that has to be the vision. That has to be the vision. Okay. So those are my 3 lessons. I was like, where am I going with this? Those are my 3 lessons. And you guys, I have something really exciting to tell you guys, which literally I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I want to do this. So I want to do a free 5-day manifestation challenge. And right now at the time of this recording, it's Wednesday and I want to do this on Monday. So I'm currently creating a link because, you know, I just work really last minute, but it's a 5-day free manifestation challenge. And so basically what we're going to do is Monday through Friday next week, I'm going to lead you through a 20 to 30 minute mindset, energetics, and manifestation activation. And I'm going to be leading you through this every day, 5 days oh my God, words, for the 5 days next week. And the goal of this, my intention for this is to have you unlock something that you've never unlocked before. Have you feel like you've tapped into a frequency that you haven't felt before. Have your mind and your energy expand beyond what you have felt before and open up and receive some really epic manifestations next week. Because why not? So if you want to join the 5-day free manifestation challenge, DM me for the link because I haven't finished it yet. Otherwise I would say go to the link in my bio, which who knows? By the time you're watching this, it may be up there. But if you're watching this now, DM me for the link to join the 5-day free manifestation challenge. And next week, we're going to do the damn thing. We're going to get into this vibe every morning. Every morning, we're going to get into the vibe. I'm going to activate you so fucking hard. I'm going to activate the fuck out of you. And you're going to feel so good. And you're going to... I just feel like we're going to manifest some really cool things together. We're going to grit up and manifest epic shit because That's the vibe. Okay, I think that's all I had to say. DM me if you want to do the challenge, or check if the link's in my bio. If it's not yet, DM me, and let's have some fun next week. All right, you guys, bye.